It's in the game.
And away they go again, into the second half. Rooney. And now Henry. Moving the ball more than decently, but can they take the lead? And the opening goal of the contest comes from Eden Hazard.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So the action continues, and City looking to offer a swift response to that setback. Fabregas. Rooney. Fabregas. George Best. And he's through here. Oh, it still needs clearing. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunism for you, but a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
So 2-0 now. Wayne Rooney. Best. Best. Well, he couldn't quite keep it on target, just wide. Patrick Vieira. And the keeper not really taxed by that long-range shot. Patrick Vieira. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Free kick to Chelsea. Vieira. Fabregas. Now with Rooney. Rodri. Now Haaland. Henry. And Best has it. Now with Rooney. From a long way out. Well kept out. And that rolls through to the keeper. Dumfries. Fabregas. Henry. Well, it really wasn't a great effort, was it? And so into the final 5 minutes. Wayne Rooney. Well, he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. Mateus Nunes. On to Silva. Rodri. Ryan Cherki. On to Haaland. Best. And so there we have it, the final whistle, and Manchester City have lost this game. What did you make of it?
They were certainly off the pace today, beaten to the board in too many key areas. They need to refocus now and perform better next time out.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Hierro. And played the pass well. Best. Oh, still something on here. And got rid of it. Wayne Rooney. Well, the post getting in the way there. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Vieira. Well, nearing the half-time interval and PSG in front. Stuart, interested to get your thoughts on their performance so far.
Well, it's been a good first half so far, and they've been the better side, certainly going forward. They now just need to keep playing with intensity right up to the break.
Virgil van Dijk. Dembele. Fabian. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, the ball is moving once more. Not enough went to plan for Chelsea in the first half. Can they address what didn't go right? Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Successfully cut out the pass. And the pass, a good one. This could level it. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Fabian, Dembele. Oh, in with a chance! It has to be, surely. And still danger here. And second time around, he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally, I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? And he's broken free. The keeper completely untroubled. And danger dealt with for now. And the pass keeps them flowing. And a goal kick coming up. Vieira. And he read it superbly. Neves. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. João Neves. Henry. And Best has it. Thierry Henry. Vieira. And on to Rooney. A routine save. Vieira. Wayne Rooney. And that's a straightforward stop. Henry. Rooney. Vieira. Oh, a twitchy clearance. But it just petered out.
Well, just listen to this atmosphere. It's been such a tight game, but the fans are certainly doing their bit in trying to get them over the finish line.
Sound piece of defending. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Well, the defenders know they need to get... This could be it! Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. Dembele. Time is against PSG, but they still have the ability to hit back. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Real chance. Well, that looked to be quite dangerous, but just a fraction off. And that will be all for this game. The final whistle is sounded, and it's a defeat for PSG.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
This could square the game. Oh, they've done it! A goal for Chelsea, who've got themselves on level terms.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So back underway following the equaliser. Declan Rice. Now with James. Saka. And can he put it away? And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here! It'll be interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Fabregas. Wayne Rooney. Sandro Tonali. Eden Hazard. Declan Rice. On to Haaland. Went in strongly to win the ball. And Chelsea moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Opportunity it is. Well, it's gone in. A goal for Chelsea, who now are level.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see. But you'd expect him to score from that range. But they all count.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Saka. Now with Saka. Really have to get it spot on to finish from there. And it was miles off target.
Well, maybe not the right choice there. That's a poor effort.
Crescencio Somerville. Hazard has it. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Just knocked it out of there. Well, they win the throw following that challenge. Hazard. And on to Charlton. Somerville. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. Sandro Tonali. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Well, the referee... And he's made headway! Can they put it away? Well, they can keep possession now. So, the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. So, back underway here into the second half. Henry. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Hazard. Bobby Charlton. A very good tackle. Good work from Chelsea to win back possession. How can he take them on and beat them? And the problem not completely solved. Still not clear. On a time for composure on the ball. Saka. Determined defending. Vieira. What can Chelsea do from this position? Must take the lead here. Really good challenge, but corner conceded. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, as you can see, he gets there first, he makes good contact with the ball and finds the back of the net. That's a decent header.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Declan Rice. Now with Azar, Sandro Tonali. Well, potential danger, but then the one that goes astray. And it's going to be a free kick. Well, from a long way out, not really making good use of that free kick situation.
Absolutely not. That's a really poor free kick. A real waste.
Haaland. Nicely timed tackle. And fine work from Chelsea to win the ball back. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Declan Rice. Saka. Now with Saka. Hierro wins the ball. Henry. Ruben Dias. Sandro Tonali. Eden Hazard. And taken away from Hazard. George Best. Well, he keeps going.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on here. What a noise we've got.
Haaland. Bukayo Saka. Fabregas. Best. 5 minutes to go. Can he finish them off? Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Over the touchline for a throw-in. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Bukayo Saka. Haaland. A message delivered from the referee to the fourth official. 3 minutes on the board. Late in the game here, and they know what they've got to do. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It is Chelsea, and they take on Real Madrid.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Cesc Fabregas. Franck Ribéry. And a strong tackle. Franck Ribéry. So can he put them in front? And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Dumfries. Might be able to produce from this position. And the keeper has it now. Dumfries. On to Fabregas. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Hazard! And the post getting in the way. And eventually into the grateful grasp of the keeper.
Well, that could have gone anywhere once it hit the woodwork, but they've got away with it here.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Thierry Henry. Figo. Franck Ribéry. Chelsea regaining possession here. Antonio Di Natale. Attacking possibilities for Real. Ribéry! And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Hazard. Patrick Vieira. Strong challenge. Eden Hazard. Hazard might rely on teamwork. Can he get one back? A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, it's lovely technique, as you can see. He just wraps his foot around the ball and bends it beyond the keeper. That's a good goal.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. The ball moving again. Real have the lead, but they won't be taking anything for granted. Rooney. But into the keeper's gloves. Failure to keep the ball on the part of Real. That's a good-looking run from Eden Hazard. Fabregas. Vieira. Hazard has it. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Campbell taking care of his defensive duties. Oh, chance perhaps. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Figo. Cesc Fabregas. Best. Time is against Chelsea, but they can still battle back. Best. Can he put it away? And denied by the keeper. Impressive. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans are going to be happy with this.
There wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Arsenal taking on Chelsea.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Vieira. And it will be an Arsenal free kick. And cleanly struck, you have to say, but not enough guile there. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Thierry Henry. Trying to really get at the opposition here. Toure. It's with Rivaldo. Vieira. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Must take the lead here. Arsenal's free kick here. Lucio. Zinedine Zidane. Dalglish now. Oh, they have it again. Vieira. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Best. Henry. It's a tidy-looking attack with... And he's broken free! Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Zinedine Zidane. Out of play for what will be a Chelsea throw. Thierry Henry. Patrick Vieira. Best. Kenny Dalglish. Vieira. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Best. Cesc Fabregas. And just flicked off the defender, so a corner coming up. And there is the goal that gives them a well-merited lead. It had been coming.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So underway again, Chelsea with the lead, but absolutely no room for complacency. Now Chelsea in a position of menace. Well, not clear yet. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
Zinedine Zidane. Dalglish now. George Best. Henry. Vieira. Rivaldo. Offside the decision. Well, the decision they have made is to make a triple substitution. Dumfries. Best. Cesc Fabregas. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Rooney. Patrick Vieira. Now with Forlan. Well, he keeps going. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Oh, he's through here! And Stam dealing with the danger. So making the substitution now. George Best. Vieira. Well, the keeper doesn't have to worry too much about that one.
Well, these Arsenal fans still believe they can get back into this, but they're going to have to throw everything at it now. Time is running out.
The clock is against Arsenal, but what can they pull out of the fire here? This could be the equaliser. A goal! Sheer excitement! Level again here!
Well, I have to say, that's a good finish. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there. He's just passed it into the corner. That's a nice goal.
And they will make the change now. So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Dumfries. On to Hazard. And Chelsea still knocking on the door in the closing minutes. Can they find a winner? The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved it.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Chelsea, and they take on Empoli.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Henry, an early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Rice. Frank Rijkaard now. Successfully cut out the pass. George Best. Henry. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, still something on here. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
No doubt he'll feel hard done by there because that first save was brilliant. Very unlucky.
Two 2-0 now and back underway. Bernardo Silva. Now Jordi Alba. Ikoma Lois Openda. Nicely timed tackle. And he might be through here. Surely. He can't hold on to it. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Well, the action continues, and Chelsea are accelerating away from their opponents, it seems. Bernardo Silva. Now Jordi Alba. Sloppy, Jordi Alba. Fabregas. Well, approaching half-time on the home side, very much in charge here, Stuart. Your thoughts?
Well, when they play like this, they're such a good team to watch. Their passing, movement and finishing have been of the highest quality. If they continue to play at this pace for the rest of the game, who knows how many they could score.
That is that for the first half. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And support available. Jordi Alba. Confident play. Oh, potential danger. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it. And it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Eden Hazard. And a clever piece of defending. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Vieira. Fabregas. Hazard. On to Fabregas. Progress made by Fabregas. Can he do it? And alleviating the pressure. George Best. Now with Fabregas. Good-looking move. Henry. And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
Well, they have been getting three substitutes warmed up, and by the look of it, all three are coming on. Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Martin Ødegaard. Rijkaard. The ball with Marco Reus. Gonzalo Montiel. Just nicked on the way through. So making the substitution now. And the keeper's going to be very grateful because that wasn't the best of deliveries. So the final whistle now. It goes down as a victory for Chelsea to the delight of their fans around the world.
What a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. What are your expectations for today?
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Eden Hazard. Cucurella. Really good challenge. Well, gifting away possession. And Chelsea winning the ball again. Roberto Carlos. Drogba. Eden Hazard. Rooney. Might really be able to trouble them here. Must take the lead here. Took a nick on the way through, so a corner here. Clearance left a bit to be desired. Did well to clear it away. And in with a real chance. Rivaldo. Sandro Tonali. Fabregas. Oh, tremendous goal! A long way out, but took it on. A memorable finish.
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
So Chelsea get things going again. How will they reply to that setback? Dumfries. Moving it confidently. This could level it. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, as you can see, what a good bit of play this is. The build-up is excellent, 1 and 2 touch passing, clever movement and a fairly simple finish. Great team goal.
So back underway. 1 goal apiece here. Ruud Gullit. Roberto Carlos. Rivaldo. Oh, he's given the ball away. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. And away they go again into the second half. Thierry Henry. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Vieira. Cesc Fabregas. Walker now. Not a convincing clearance. And the attack fizzling out. Thierry Henry. It's with Fabregas. Fabregas. Given away by Fabregas. Wayne Rooney. Vieira. Hazard! There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, just look at this again. Great technique, good accuracy, and enough power to beat the keeper. That's an excellent goal.
Substitution time it is here. So there we have it, 2-1. Didier Drogba. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Rivaldo. How can he take them on and beat them? Time really is of the essence. What can they do from this situation? And buying them time. Walker. Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many opportunities late in this game. And that wasn't a million miles away, almost the equaliser.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? But they've got to find a way back into this one.
So the final whistle now. It goes down as a victory for Chelsea, to the delight of their fans around the world.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Chelsea up against Portugal.
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, that was a very respectable effort from such a long way out.
Well, he hits it cleanly, and it's a very good strike, but just not on target.
Fabregas. Well, when all was said and done, Stuart, he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't, because he generates so much power from that sort of distance. His technique is brilliant.
Dumfries. On to Fabregas. Rooney. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. Well, increasing the pressure. Another corner it is. A no-nonsense defensive clearance. Dumfries. Fabregas at the attacking controls. But can... And oh, touched onto the post! Sloppy in possession from Portugal. Now, options are plenty. Fabregas. Interesting pass. Full credit. Wonderful stop. Kroos. Eden Hazard. How about the cross? Not the most confident clearance. And problem solved for now. Toni Kroos. Cleared away comprehensively. Vieira. Now the defenders know they need to get tighter. That is that for the first half here. And away they go again into the second half. And a simple clearance, a good one. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. And over the byline, goal kick coming up. Really getting stuck in. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Fabregas. And Fabregas snuffing out the threat. And he's made headway. A goal on the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
So back underway, having conceded, let's find out if Portugal can flick a switch and come up with a goal of their own. So this could level it. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, it's a goal you'd expect to score, but he kept his cool and he put it away nicely. He'll be happy with that.
It's in the game.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Manchester City taking on Chelsea.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Well, I'm not sure everyone expected that sort of approach from there.
That was a really clean strike. Certainly a good effort.
Said Al-Owairan. Al-Owairan. Martin Ødegaard. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
So the ball rolling again, with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Cesc Fabregas. And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. Rafinha. And support available. This could be the equaliser. Full credit, wonderful stop. They've regained possession. Oh, to level the match. Well, it wasn't a million miles away, was it?
Yeah, but just needs to make the keeper work there.
Tah. Alphonso Davies. Gerrard. Here's Rafinha. He made good progress there. Oh, not cleared away. Martin Ødegaard. Possession lost by Chelsea here. Said Al-Owairan. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, the ball is moving once more. Not enough went to plan for Chelsea in the first half. Can they address what didn't go right? Alphonso Davies. Martin Ødegaard. Said Al-Owairan. It's neat passing, confidence on the ball. No-nonsense clearance. Rafinha. The clearance wasn't decisive. And a simple clearance, a good one. Now, who can he play it to? Oh, he could have added to their advantage.
Well, it was a decent effort, but they're still looking for the buffer here.
Well read to put an end to that attack. Toure. And the ball with Gerrard. It's a promising City move.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. These supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line.
Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that! Brilliant goal!
Well, as you can see, this catches everybody by surprise. Look where he is when he strikes it. That's a great goal.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. A danger here as he runs at them. Could be! And it's in! They've eaten into their advantage, and this is not over. Not yet, anyway.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
And that is that. Full time here and a win for City. Your verdict?
Well, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end. A great result.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Ajax taking on Chelsea.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Gabriel. And it's with Socrates. Dembele. Attractive build-up. It might be. An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Determined defending. Out of play then. Ajax throw coming up. Socrates. He has teammates around him. Socrates. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment! What purity of strike! Caught it absolutely perfectly!
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
So 2-0 now. Cesc Fabregas. Best. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Dumfries. Dembele. Antonio Di Natale. Attacking possibilities for Ajax. And a chance, Ødegaard! And it goes! A 3-goal cushion, and you truly sense it's a matter of how many?
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
And the action underway once more, with Ajax very much on top. Dembele. It's with Ødegaard. He's got to score! A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
Well, they just have to get on with it here, knowing that it is a gargantuan task facing them. So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, underway once again, and Chelsea left with the proverbial mountain to climb in the second half. Dembele. Socrates. And it might be, and you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, I think everybody knew what was coming, but he hit it so well, didn't he? Nobody could do anything about it. That's a good goal.
Substitution time it is here. Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Thierry Henry. Eden Hazard. And moving the ball nicely. So a corner. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Not really the ideal clearance. Well, that's the end of that for now. Dembele. And Dembele's given it away. And into the last 20 minutes. Well, that was a very respectable effort from such a long way out.
Well, he hits it cleanly, and it's a very good strike, but just not on target.
Nesta. Socrates. Dembele. Dembele on the ball. De Bruyne now. Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball. Beckham. George Best. Patrick Vieira. Real chance. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, look at this again. No real power, but great understanding of the situation. That's an excellent goal.
And the substitution will occur now. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. And the referee signals that this game is officially over. And disappointment for Chelsea, you've got to say. Nothing for them from this game.
Well, Derek, that just wasn't good enough today. A lack of a game plan, too many players below par, and not enough energy all around the pitch. A really worrying performance for me.